This is going to be another video without any guitar amps specifically in it, though you'll see how I make the videos, so you might find that interesting. But for those of you who find this because you are making videos, this might be of use to you. In my previous video, I showed how with the new Sidecar and handover features, which you can do with anything with iOS 15 and any version of Monterey, and later I can control the mouse and keyboard from this will control the iPad, and that's great. And so I can type on this and do all kinds of things and go back to here. But what's really great is that as great and as useful and wonderful and expensive as this M1 MacBook Pro 16 is, there's only so much screen real estate. And I'm in Premiere Pro. This will apply to DaVinci Resolve and to Final Cut Pro as well. But even if I use different workspaces to maximize the real estate on this screen, I still only have so much real estate available to me at any one time. But what I can do with the Sidecar is I can mirror the screen to the iPad. I'm not really mirroring it, I'm extending it. So I'm using it as a separate display because I don't want to see the thing twice. And now what this lets me do, and I've already created one workspace, I have my iPad workspace. This lets me move the Lumetri stuff over here. I've got my Lumetri scopes, I've got my color. I can scroll over and go through my markers list, my graphics list, my sound options, effects. All that stuff is here. Because this doesn't need to be as high quality, though it's quite nice on the screen, as this. So let me go back to the Lumetri stuff. That's what I would normally be doing the most intensive stuff over here. And lets me have a very large image at high res of the video. Now this is 4K 10-bit stuff that I've shot, even though I'm only doing it at 1080p for the final version of it. So that lets me zoom in really close and keep great detail if I want to. I can crop within the video, I can do zoom cuts and all this stuff and never gets grainy, and I can play it back at full resolution without any stutter. And it's really a nice feature to have. But this lets me see a lot of the video that I'm working on at once. And I can do more presets that incorporate the iPad. I could have one where everything that I don't absolutely need to see immediately can be over here, and just a big old screen. This is pretty impressive right here, and this is a great way for me to work.
Almost everything is stock aside from the electrolytics, which are all different.
This little $320 whatever dollar addition to this mumbly expensive thing has made this mumbly expensive thing a lot more expensive feeling, and means that I do not need to go out and buy a huge external monitor to get screen space, because this is quite a nice increase alone. So I hope this helps you. Again, the Sidecar and all these features with the keyboard and the mouse and the extending the screen, that works on any iOS device that runs iOS 15 and later, and any MacBook that's capable of running Monterey and later. And so these are both brand new devices, iOS 15, Monterey, and check your updates if you've got a device that should be capable of doing this and it's not appearing in the Sidecar options. And you can go back, you can alternate between this screen and the normal iPad stuff. So you could check your email while you're doing this work and then pull this back up, and there are ways to do that more smoothly that I have not figured out yet. Notice that when I close that, this all kind of comes back to jumbly. So it's not the best, it's not perfect yet, but if I turn this back on, it all cleans itself up. So it's pretty close to perfect, and I can always also just go to one of the default workspaces before closing that if necessary. So that's quite nice. Thank you, technology.